This is my war drum. Brought out the war drum. A lamb. He decided he didn't want to be here. Just wanted to turn around and show his sentiment for this video. I worked in market research for 16 years before I left market research. You know, after I decided to tell the truth of the Trinity, I got kind of, you know, I struggled after that with various things. Anyway, while I was at the company I was with, I had to handle sensitive data, government data, and I did a very good job. We never had any issues with me, not that I'm aware of. But to be qualified for that position, I had to go through a background check. Basically, the Office of Personnel Management had to do a background check on Aram and other people in IT in the company, and this whole thing took like 6 months just to do a single background check, and I had to submit some paperwork, tell them who my family was, give them all my previous employment, my travel patterns, my friends, references. I basically had to give them all, everything about me. I mean, I don't, maybe my favorite color. No, not my favorite color, but they had a lot about me, and that's what you have to do to handle sensitive data in the United States. And I don't mind that. You know, I feel like, okay, you should know who's handling data. Sensitive data. Anyway, so, you know, some years pass. I go through this every year or every 2 years. I forget. It's always a pain in the neck. And I worked hard to, I really took my job seriously. I don't believe that you should just, throw around people's personal data. You know, if you're going to do that, you really need to be considerate of all the factors involved. Sometimes it's required, but mostly not. Anyway, I got a letter. It said, "Dear Aram, we're sorry." This is from the Office of Personnel Management. "We're sorry, but all of your data was stolen, along with every other, person in the United States or worldwide who gave us their personal data for their background checks." I was like, what? Are you serious? Are you serious? You guys who expect me to do my due diligence to ensure the integrity and privacy of data, you lost my data? Oh, well, okay. Oh, and then they said, "Oh, we're sorry. We're really sorry. And what we're going to do for you, let us tell you what we're going to do for you. We're going to give you free identity theft coverage for, I forget, 12 months, 2 years. I don't give a crap how long it was. I was really pissed. So I take my letter and I go around the office. I talk to my superiors. I'm like, can you believe this? Can you believe this? And these people who are like hammering on me to do all these security clearance things are like, whatever. Oh, government, it happens. I was like, can't we complain? Can we do anything? Is there any recourse? This isn't right. What's their penalty? They're like, I don't know. Duh. It was so ridiculous. I felt like completely abandoned by my employer. I was actually surprised because ordinarily they're very meticulous and on top of things. There was always debates about data security and what's right, and there's responsibility, taking responsibility for privacy and all this stuff. But then when my privacy was violated, it was like, who cares? Whatever. So here's what I'm going to do here. Now I'm going to take a leap here, and I'm going to say that we all know there's data leaks. everything is leaking everywhere. What I'm going to think, my theory here is this, that the Office of Personnel Management basically went through a process of gathering up all the people in IT all over the world doing work for the government and got all their private data, all of our private data, okay, from all of the security people all over the world. And then they hired some hack kid to come in and steal it all. And then OPM came out and said, "Oh, shucks, some kid stole our stuff. We're so sorry. We're going to give you some free security, some credit check report, Equifax, something or other. All right, we're really sorry." Okay. Next review is in 6 months. Don't forget. This whole thing, the OPM and even market research. Let me tell you something about market research here, okay? Robocalls aren't allowed to cell phones from direct marketing, but they are allowed by market research companies. Market research companies are allowed to do automated telephone interviewing. Okay, they don't need to have an actual person calling you on your cell phone. So the market research companies are just basically calling all the cell phones all over the world, and because it's like 70% of the mix of telephones out there now, even growing 80-90%. No one has landline anymore. So it's basically we got to ask ourselves what exactly is market research doing here? Okay, what's going on here? They record your responses to questions. They record your voice. There's some interesting things you can do with recorded voice. You can ID recorded voices. Like if you have people all over the world talking on phones and you don't know who they are, but you can record their voices, then you could actually match up the profile of those recorded voices with other recorded voices that you have ID'd. So it's just curious, market research. What exactly are they researching about the market? So I'm just going to leave you with that question and leave you with my sentiment here is in when I have all of my private information stolen by a client of my employer. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, and I don't like it. And it's got to stop, and it's going to stop. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go. Have a good day. I was going to wear my commie hat, but I couldn't find it. So I don't know what this says. It says something like rockets. I don't know what color that is. Is that orange or pink? I think it's orange. Anyway, it fits pretty good. Doesn't hurt my head. Have a good day. Bye now.